Hi everyone, welcome to Slow Flow and Reiki. My name is Katie. I'm streaming here from my house, working with Back to Basics tonight. This evening we're going to be doing a slow flow for anxiety. So if you've been feeling stressed out or anxious by everything going on, totally understandable. Most of us are. And so this flow tonight will help us to reset the nervous system and get back to feeling more like ourselves. We're going to be working on the psoas muscle quite a bit tonight. And if you're unfamiliar with the psoas, it wraps around the lumbar spine here, around the lower back, and comes all the way around to the front of the hip. It's a pretty deep muscle in the body, but it's super important because it's related to lower back tightness and pain. And also it's related to our anxiety, or it can be, because it's connected to our diaphragm through fascia. And once the muscle of the psoas is tight, it also tightens up on the diaphragm and restricts the breathing, which can cause some stress. So this evening, what we're going to need 2 blocks. An optional prop is a strap as well. You don't have to have this, but it's there just in case. So let's go ahead and come all the way down to the mat. We're going to sink the hips back to child's pose. Take a deep breath in on hands and knees. Take a deep exhale, press the hips back towards the heels. Relax the forehead. And breathe here. Send your breath deep into your belly. Breathing in and out from the belly. Your next inhale, lift up the head, scoop the hands back, lift the arms all the way up, inhale. Then exhale, take hands down to heart center. And take a few deep breaths in, exhaling through the mouth. Letting your mind become calm and focused for your practice. Taking a moment to set an intention that would serve your practice tonight. And inhale, lift the arms all the way up. And exhale, we're going to take the hands back down to child's pose. And from here, we're going to move through some child's pose to cobra flows. I will demonstrate. We're going to press down through the hands. Inhale, lift the head up, drag the body forward. Exhale, come all the way down to the belly. Slide the hands back to the ribs. Inhale, lift the head and the chest for cobra. You have to come up too far. Listen to what your body needs. And exhale, float back down. Inhale, press up to hands and knees. And exhale, press back to child's pose. I'm going to do a few more of those, moving with the breath. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, rise. Bhujangasana. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, up to hands and knees. Exhale to Balasana. Move with your own breath now. Inhaling up and exhaling down. We move through these repetitive flows to get the mind nice and focused, to connect the breath to the movement, and to go through a moving meditation. Let's do 2 more wherever we're at. Meet me in child's pose. Take the fingertips, walk the hands forward. And inhale, roll all the way up to hands and knees. This is where we will grab our blocks. We're going to take one underneath each hand. Take a moment to stack the wrists right underneath the shoulders. You can spread the hands nice and wide. Stack the hips over the knees. Take a minute and inhale to lift the right leg back. We're going to tuck the toes. Then exhale, press the heel back and forth. Moving with the breath. Inhaling forward. Exhale, pressing back. And then inhale, we're going to lift up the right leg. You can point the toes down towards the mat to keep your hips level. And then take a big exhale and pull the foot through between the hands. We're going to scoot that right foot forward, and we can also scoot that left foot back using the toes. Then inhale, we're going to come up to the blocks. We can even bring the blocks up just a little bit further for some extra support. You should be feeling a nice stretch across the top of the left hip. And breathe here. Let's roll the shoulders back. Keep the lower belly tucked in. With your next inhale, lift the arms up. We're going to extend the index fingers and the thumbs. Roll those shoulders back. Anjaneyasana. Inhale here. And with your exhale, we're going to extend the torso. You can release the hands. Then inhale back up. And then exhale, roll those shoulders back. Inhale, lift up the heart. Squeeze those legs together here. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toes, lift up the back knee. Exhale, step up to the front, feet hip width apart. Find forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Keep a generous bend in the knees here. Tilt your hips forward, relax your head. Then inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Lifting the arms all the way up. Tucking in the lower belly, finding the heart opener. Then exhale, straight back, draw the hands down to the third eye. Down to the heart, feeling the breath move over the fingertips. Inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees all the way down. And planting the hands. Inhale for plank. Exhale to move to your belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhaling back down. Then tucking the toes. Inhale, press up to plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And while you find downward dog, I'm going to come down for just a moment and turn the music down so everyone can hear me a little bit better. There we go. So in your downward dog, we're going to make sure that the fingers are spread wide. The hips are tilting forward. And what I mean by that is if our hips aren't tilting forward, we might be here with the shoulders a little bit tense and the back kind of rounding forward. When the hips are tilting forward, we can press the chest back towards the knees, like so. Feel free to inhale up onto the toes and exhale the heels down. Again, moving with the breath. Then inhale up onto the toes. Take another breath in. Lift up the right leg. Three-legged dog. And exhale. Step the foot forward between the hands. Inhale all the way up to high lunge. Keeping both hips squared forward here. Relaxing the shoulders. And exhale. Hands come down to frame the foot. Inhale for plank. Exhaling down. Inhaling. Bhujangasana. And exhaling to lower down. Inhale, all the way back to hands and knees. We're going to take our blocks, bring them underneath the hands. Stacking the joints. And inhale, lift the left leg back, tuck the toes under. Begin to press the heel back and forth, moving with the breath. And take a pause. Next time you come forward, then inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, step the foot through between the blocks. Feel free to widen or shorten your lunge. Then inhale, taking the blocks up higher. Taking a few cleansing breaths here, rolling the shoulders back. Breathing into the top of the right hip. And inhale, lifting the arms up. Finding the mudra above the head for Anjaneyasana. All the muscles in the legs are actively engaged here, keeping our balance. And exhale, slowly hinging forward over the thigh, releasing the arms. Inhaling up. Exhaling, arms come down, rolling the hands and the shoulders back, lifting up the heart, taking a big breath in. And inhaling, arms up. And exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toes, lift up the knee. Then exhale, step the right foot up to the front, breathing into half lift. And exhaling to fold. Inhale to begin to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Sweeping the arms up, tucking in the belly, finding your heart opener. Coming forward, palms come together. Exhale, hand down to the third eye. Down to the heart. And inhale, arms up. Relax the shoulders down and exhale, hinge at your hips, come to your prayer mudra and fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Inhale, plank. Exhale to the belly. This is where you can move the blocks. Inhale, cobra. Exhaling back down. Inhale, pressing up to plank or hands and knees. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Deep breaths. And with your next inhale, you can lift up the left leg. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. We're going to hop the right foot up a couple of inches, staying on the right toes. When you're ready, inhale, high crescent lunge. Fingers are extended up, shoulders are relaxed down. Breathing here, again, squeezing the legs, finding our balance. And exhale, hands come all the way down to frame the foot. Inhale, plank. Exhale to slowly come to your belly. Inhaling for cobra. Exhaling back down. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale for downward dog. We're going to come onto the toes, bend the knees. And either take a hop or take small steps up to the front of the mat. Again, keeping feet hip width apart. Inhaling to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Sweeping the arms up with the inhale. Finding a back bend. Then exhale, hands down to the third eye. Down to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to bend the knees, sink the hips down for chair pose. It can be a high chair with a slight bend in the knees, can be a low chair, whatever you prefer for your practice. Breathe here. Strong legs. And exhale. Forward folds. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, hands plant down. Inhale, stepping back to plank pose. And here we can lower to the belly for cobra, or we can bend the elbows, hover the chest for chaturanga. And inhale, upward dog or cobra, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart. Exhale, tuck the toes, press all the way back to downward dog. With your inhale, you can lift up the right leg. Exhale, step the foot forward to a lunge. We're going to hop the back foot up again a few inches. This time we're going to plant the heel down with the left toes facing the left corner of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Square those hips forward. Take deep cleansing breaths here. And exhale, take the hands behind the back, find a clasp. Activate the lower belly, then inhale, lift your heart. You can stay here, or with your exhale, hinge forward. Find humble warrior, pressing the forehead towards the ankle and the hands towards the back of the head. Inhale, we're going to come all the way back up. Warrior one. Find a gazing point in front of you, and with your exhale, we're going to step up to the front of the mat. We're going to hover the left knee in front. And we're going to bend the right knee. Wrap the left leg around the right. You can tuck the left toes behind the right calf. And feel free to stay here if you'd like to add a shoulder opener. You can stack the right elbow on top of the left. Bring the palms to touch. And inhale, lift up the hands. Garudasana. With your inhale, we're going to unwind. Straighten out the right leg. And then we're going to take the right hands to the hip. Lift the left leg up. Take the left knee in the left hand. Then inhale, open the left knee over to the left. I have a yoga buddy tonight. This is Phoenix, everybody. He likes to talk during my practice. Another breath here. And then we're going to take the knee in front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. We're going to hinge forward for warrior three. So with your exhale, begin to tilt the torso forward. Extend the left leg back. Being mindful of any kitties behind you, bend the right knee. Send the left toes down, finding high lunge. And exhale, Hands come down to the inside of the right foot. Scoot the right foot over to the right edge of the mat for lizard pose. Feel free to bend the left knee down and untuck the toes. Taking deep breaths here. And feel free to stay here. If you'd like to move into twisted lizard, you can take the left hand a little bit further out to the left. And then with your exhale, bend the left knee. Reach behind you with the right hand. You can bind with the foot. And this is also where you can use your strap. You can take the strap, wrap it around the right foot, the left foot, and then pull it in towards the glutes. Deep breaths. Be aware of your breath here. Exhale, release your foot. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, bring it back down. Bring that left hand back to the mat if it was off. Tuck your left toes, inhale the knee up. Then inhale to step back plank. And exhale to begin to move through your flow, lowering down. Inhaling up. And exhaling to downward dog. Taking an inhale, and a big exhale. Come up onto the toes. Scoot the right foot in towards the center of the mat, just a little bit more. Then inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, step the foot forward. Hop the back foot up a few inches, plant the heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, take the hands behind the back. You can clasp the hands, reverse the clasp, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, finding humble warrior. Inhaling back up. Virabhadrasana 1. And finding a gazing point in front of you. We're going to exhale, step up to the front, balance on the left leg. Keeping the right knee in front. You can take your hands to prayer to start. Preparing for Garudasana on the left side. We'll begin by bending the left knee and then cross the right leg over. Squatting down. You should feel a stretch in your left hip. If not, that's okay. And feel free to keep your hands here, or this time, Left elbow comes on top of the right. Hands touch. Inhale, lift up the hands. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms up, bring the knee out in front. And exhale, left hand to the hip, right hand to the right knee. Flex that right foot, take a big inhale. And then move that right knee over to the side. Pressing into that left foot. Relaxing the face. Inhale, bring the knee forward and the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Begin to shift your drishti down and hinge forward, warrior three. Transitioning to high lunge, bending the left knee. Right toes come down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Beautiful job with your exhale. Hands come down to the inside of the left foot for lizard pose. Scooting that left foot over. If and when you're ready, you can lower down the right knee and untuck the toes. If you want to feel a deeper stretch in the psoas on the right side, you can tuck the right toes behind and then scoot that right leg back. That'll give you a deeper sensation here. With your next exhale, move that right hand over to the right a few inches. Exhale to bend that right leg, reach behind with the left hand. Grab the foot, exhale, twist. Deep breaths here, letting all the muscles in the face relax. And exhale, release your bind. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, slowly take it down. Move that right hand over to the mat. Tuck the toes and lift the back knee up. Inhale for plank. And exhale to move through your flow. Coming back to downward dog. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales here. And with your next exhale, we're going to lower the knees down to the mat. If you'd like to grab a blanket at this point and bring it underneath your knees, feel free. We're going to move into camel pose. For camel pose, we're going to come up to kneeling, and we're going to meet our blocks here. So let's start with 2, and then we can move down to 1 if that serves us tonight. So we will take 1 block, bring it up to its highest height, stick it in between the ankles here. Take the other block, and you're just going to stack it right on top. So first thing we're going to do, you're going to activate the lower belly by pulling it in towards the spine. Then inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and begin to hinge back, grabbing the block behind. And once you have the block, you can work to lift up the chest, roll the shoulders back. And if you want to go a little bit deeper here, that might be plenty. If you want to come down to just 1 block, you can, or you can come all the way down to the ankles. Again, moving with the breath, making sure that lower belly is tucked in, inhaling back. Inhaling back up, moving the blocks out of the way. We're going to exhale, come down to hands and knees. And then we're going to slowly roll the chest forward, drop the belly. And exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Compensating for that deep back bend we just did, rolling through cat and cow. Inhale, bring our spine to neutral. We're going to scoot the legs forward. And from here, we're going to move into reclining hero pose. I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit more so I don't lay back onto the cat. But for reclining hero, it's a very intense pose for the whole front of the body and for the psoas. So what I would recommend is starting with the block and bringing that block behind like so. You can also bring another one if you plan to come all the way down. So from here, we're in kneeling. We're going to take a big breath in. Come back like we're going to camel pose, but we're going to bring the hands down. And then we're going to spin the fingertips forward. And then exhale, begin to lower all the way down. Being mindful of your comfort level as you come down. You may not be all the way down and you might be feeling quite a lot, so stay where you are. But option to exhale, come all the way down to the blocks or to the back. I'm going to keep my head off to the side here, but you would want to keep your head in line with your spine. Feel free to come up anytime if this asana becomes too much. Listen to your body. Let's exhale. We're going to place the palms down, move the elbows back. Inhale, begin to lift up the head. And then slowly roll your way up. You can come up onto the hands. Slowly and gently come back to kneeling. We're going to swing the legs out to the side. Take your time. Moving those blocks. I'm going to exhale to come all the way down to the back. Pulling down one vertebrae at a time. Take a moment to move the knees from side to side. Inhaling them up, exhaling to the side. And then inhale, we're going to lift the feet up. And from here, we're going to move into a bound twist. So we're going to take the right knee. We're going to bring it over the left, like we're going to cross our legs. Then we're going to take the left hand on the right knee. Bend the left knee enough so that you can either tuck the foot towards your glute or bind with the foot with your right hand. Begin to exhale and then pull that. I have a cat in the way, but you're going to pull that that right knee down to the floor. And press that right shoulder down as you move that right knee to the left. Should be feeling a stretch from the hip down to the right knee. You'll also feel a stretch in the back where the shoulder blades are. Deep breaths here. Sending your breaths deep into the belly. When we breathe into the belly, we are stimulating the vagus nerve, which activates the rest and digest part of our nervous system. Inhaling deep into the belly. And exhale any tension from the body. With your next exhale, you can release your foot and your knee. And then slowly inhale to lift the knees back up. Moving to the other side, lifting the feet, begin to cross the left knee over the right. Take the left knee in the right hand and press that left shoulder down, grabbing the right foot with the left hand. And exhale, begin to press that left knee down, over on the right side. It's okay if the knee doesn't come down all the way, or if the shoulder is floating up just a little bit. If you like, you can take a cushion or a blanket under the knee and shoulder to give yourself a little bit of support. The important thing here is the breath, being mindful of it. Take 3 more breaths here. And with your exhale, release your bind. Your inhale, lift the knees up. And we're going to take the palms over the knees. And with the inhale, we're going to move the knees away from the body. With the exhale, we're going to pull the knees in towards the belly. Apanasana, inhale, knees move away. Exhale, knees come in. Take a few more rounds of Apanasana. And you can move the knees a little bit wider and begin to pull the knees down towards the ribs, grabbing onto the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. Feel free to rock back and forth here. With your next exhale, you can release your feet and make yourself comfortable for Shavasana. Sending the legs out, bringing the arms down by the sides. Letting the eyes close. And as you all become comfortable for Shavasana, you can stay on your backs. I'm going to sit up while you all relax. Tonight I am offering to send distance Reiki during your Shavasana. If you'd like to receive that energy healing, then you can just set the intention to receive. Allow your eyes to close. Allow all of your muscles to relax. Notice every breath in and every breath out. Inhale a long and slow, deep breath in. Slowly exhale fully and completely. Breathing in again, slowly inhaling calm and peace. Exhale, slowly letting it go. Inhaling to slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Finding small movements in fingers and toes. And when you're ready, you can slowly make your way to rest on your left side. When you're ready to come up for a seated pranayama, you can press up with your left hand and find a comfortable seated position. A few moments to shift the hips around and find a place where your back is comfortable. And once you are seated, we're going to move through box breathing, which is pranayama, where we inhale, hold, and exhale, hold for a count of 4. This practice is great for anxiety or stress relief, or just bringing that awareness to the breath. So before we begin, let's take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Last round, inhale, hold, exhale, and hold. Breathe in, let your breath return to its own natural pace. And take a moment to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Taking your hands together at heart center. Remembering your intention for practice. Send your gratitude towards your intention and towards the practice of yoga. And send yourself lots of love and gratitude as well for showing yourself self-care and self-love through yoga. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight, me and Phoenix here. I hope to see you all next week. We do this every week, every Tuesday night at 6:30. I also teach and live stream on Thursday night at 7 p.m. And that class is a little bit faster, and we work with cleansing and renewing the chakras called Chakra Flow. So I hope to see you all later. And feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you. I hope you all have a great night and a great rest of your week. Sat Nam.